We just got our newest image of Netflix's Avatar: The Last Airbender live action remake, and it reveals a lot more than you think. We're gonna be going over every single small detail in this image, from Sokka's boomerang to Aang's stance to even what they're fighting. We are also going to be bringing up when the official trailer could be coming out, so if you don't want to miss anything, then you better stay here until the end of the video. This is the newest image of Netflix's Avatar live action, and this image gives me a lot of hope for a lot of different reasons. First, let's talk about Aang's stance. At first glance, you'd be like, cool, he looks like he's about to airbend, but here's why this is very significant. As I'm sure most of you know, especially hardcore viewers of the channel, Avatar: The Last Airbender is based on real-world martial arts. It's the reason why bending looks so realistic, and this is one of the main reasons why Avatar has the potential to translate so well into live action. The way bending looks is literally real. People practice this in real life. Waterbending, which is soft and flowy, is based off of Tai Chi. The Fire Nation, which is aggressive with crisp, long punches and kicks, is based off of the Northern Shaolin fighting style. Earthbenders have tight but close and powerful movements. This is based off of Hungar Kung Fu. And the stance that Aang is doing right here is from the martial art Bagwajang. Airbending is based off of Bagwajang. This is a martial art that's main principle is evasive footwork. Basically, what I'm trying to get at here is the biggest issue with the 2009 The Last Airbender movie is now fixed. A lot of people like to point out that the bending in The Last Airbender movie looked bad, but visually speaking, this is actually incorrect. The CGI here was not the main issue at all. Of course, it could have been better, but it looked fine, it looked realistic enough. The main issue with the bending was the fight choreography, which, for some reason, wasn't based on any real-world martial arts. I mean, just look at this. What is that? Oh my, I don't even know. It's slow, it's rigid, and they're just flailing around. It's weird, they treated it like a magic system, like you'd see in a magic show, which, in the very first episode of Avatar, they made it very clear. When Katara was like, no, Sokka, it's not magic, it's waterbending. They made it very clear, but for some reason they still made it magic, which is just so weird. Not only does this stance prove that they fixed this problem by bringing back the martial arts bending is based on, but the stunt team proved this a long time ago. The video that you're seeing in the background was actually made by the stunt team from Netflix's Avatar. This shows that they understand the concept that bending was based off of real-world martial arts extremely well. This image obviously takes place pretty early on in the series as well. You can tell this is well before Katara properly learned how to waterbend. The group is clearly being attacked by somebody. Sokka has his boomerang out, which we'll talk about later. Aang looks super serious and is in his fighting stance, but Katara over here, she looks kind of scared and nervous. Last week, we received an image that was just a couple of frames before this one, and I told everyone this had to be the Freedom Fighters episode, but now I'm starting to second guess that. The look on Aang's face is just a little too serious to be them just fighting regular Fire Nation soldiers. You know, the ones they fight before they meet the Freedom Fighters. And we know from this image right here, the Freedom Fighters location has changed. This is Jet in Ba Sing Se. So the Freedom Fighters are most likely going to meet Team Avatar in Ba Sing Se in this version of events. So that really only leaves this as either the Heibai episode or an all new original Netflix scene. I did notice that this area does seem similar to them flying away on Appa in the teaser trailer, and in that scene you can see some Fire Nation soldiers, but I'm confident that this isn't just soldiers they're running from. The group has pretty much always been able to handle random Fire Nation soldiers, so there has to be something more to this image, especially for Aang to be that serious. And even more so for them to retreat. I think it's possible they're getting ambushed by a bunch of Fire Nation soldiers and Heibai first appears and it's just overwhelming them and then they have to retreat. Or maybe there's just a huge army of soldiers forcing them to retreat and maybe they come across Heibai somehow. I don't know. What do you guys think this is? I'm actually really curious to know what you guys think. Another cool reveal we got here is Sokka's boomerang along with Katara's water pouch. Sokka's boomerang is extremely close to being one-to-one to the cartoon, but I actually think the live action improved upon the original. I really like this multicolor look we got going on here along with with the signs of use on the boomerang. The small chips and scuffs are a lot more realistic to the perfectly drawn boomerang that we see in the cartoon. We also get a better look at his gloves, which are basically the same to the cartoon. I do actually really like the extra padding here that's on the pointer finger and middle finger. These are typically the knuckles that make contact when you punch something, so if you really need protection on your hands with the least amount of weight possible, this would be the way to do it. You can also see on the back here that Sokka has a boomerang holder, which we never really got a good look at in the cartoon. I always assumed it was just like a square pouch, but you can see here it's actually the same shape as the boomerang. I wonder how he gets it in there, because there's no way it just slides in. Like that doesn't make sense. We also have some more details on Katara's outfit too. The bottoms and cuffs are waves of water. Sokka's outfit doesn't have this at all. I wonder if it's just waterbenders who get this, or maybe only girls from the Southern Water Tribe get this. It's a small detail, and I'm hoping we get the answer in the show. Katara's water pouch is also pretty much one-to-one like the show. The level of detail that we get in these images is just so much fun to overanalyze. Everything in this image looks lightweight, which makes a lot of sense for people traveling 16 hours a day. You wouldn't want heavy items, it just doesn't make sense. A lot of people are speculating online that the official trailer is going to be released this week. For sure it has to be before the 22nd of January, because Netflix always releases their trailers a month before the show releases. With the marketing Netflix has been doing for this show, an image almost weekly at this point, they're obviously building up to that official trailer. I do think since this image came out on New Year's Eve, there is a small chance that we're going to be getting the official trailer on New Year's Day. If we don't get it on New Year's Day, then MLK weekend also makes a lot of sense. Most people are off school and work for that extra long weekend, so that means the most eyes possible would be on the trailer. So my official predictions are, if it doesn't come out New Year's Day, then MLK weekend makes a lot of sense. If that doesn't happen, then it has to be on January 22nd, which is exactly 1 month before the release. So those are the 3 dates that make the most sense. Alright everybody, please leave a comment as I read every single comment. Your guys' feedback means the world to me. It's been a great year. Thank you for all the support and love on the channel. Hopefully we will have another great year in 2024. Happy New Year's everyone. I will hopefully see you guys tomorrow with a breakdown of the trailer. But if not, I'll see you guys sometime next week. Alright, see ya.